Welcome to one of the most beautiful locations in New Jersey. Or at least it used to be. Residents at the north end of Sinatra Drive in Hoboken are used to this killer view. But for the last 6 months, what they actually see is this. Because in October, a giant sinkhole erupted on Sinatra Drive.
The sidewalk fell through first, and then another square of the sidewalk fell through that was connected to the street light. The street then started to peel into the water.
Well, started with a small kind of, a reasonable sized hole, but kind of not that dramatic. And then over the ensuing few hours, it basically completely sunk into the river.
The sinkhole was enormous. It swallowed a hole some 60 feet long and 20 feet wide. County officials found the wooden platforms holding up the road were over 100 years old and infested with shipworms, which aren't really worms. They're like a worm-shaped clam that feasts on wood dust. They're called the termites of the sea, and the wood along this abandoned pier, where On the Waterfront was filmed, is just one giant smorgasbord. Chris DeLuca is a comedy writer and the man behind the Hoboken Sinkhole's Twitter feed.
Many people feel if you follow the sinkhole, it is a tunnel that takes you to a jail from which the Hoboken mayors of the past have been digging, like in Shawshank Redemption, with a spoon to get out of jail, and this is where it is. So, there's a lot of, urban myths surrounding it. What really is the truth? We don't know.
Locals have questioned how the county could have built a road on such a dangerous platform, but mostly, they're just exasperated by the seemingly endless construction.
My apartment's located kind of just where that pile driver is located now, so it gets a little annoying, especially when it starts at 7:30 in the morning.
It's like a supercharged pneumatic drill. The building can shake a little bit depending on where it's happening, obviously, because it's such a big, it's a big crane, but it's massive thumping.
The popular waterfront restaurant Lua was shut down, and they've had trouble collecting their insurance.
Since we were shut down, I've had to cancel 79 parties. I don't understand how they can think that we're not affected by what's going on in front of the restaurant. They completely shut us down.
One of the concerns is, who's going to take responsibility? Who's accountable for this? Someone misdesigned or misbuilt it. I don't know who it is, but someone's responsible.
I like to think of the sinkhole as an eye looking up at Hoboken that's formed, almost like that bad guy in The Lord of the Rings. That's what this is, except not as evil, or maybe it is. Maybe one day it will become as evil, and all this shipyard building and the T buildings that are surrounding it will be like Mordor, and we'll just have fire and ash, and I don't know. It could be that, or it could be worse than that.